Blind Beauty. Dodie Smith said, "Noble deeds and hot baths are the best cures for depression."
Hello everyone, and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. What I thought I would do today is I'm going to talk to you about headache relief. That seems to be something that several people have an issue with, is our headaches. Now, I have a headache right now, so I thought, hey, why not just do that instead of getting all glammed up? Because headaches are a real problem in today's society, whether it's because of looking at a phone, whether it's watching a computer screen, whatever the case may be. So let's talk about headache relief. Now, most of these are more natural stuff that you can do on your own without going out and buying medication like ibuprofen, naproxen, Excedrin, whatnot. Now, yes, those things can work. But coming from someone who has tried many of those things, and they have not touched my headaches, that's why I thought I would come to you today with these ideas. Now, I will be going to the doctor on Thursday of this week, which is a couple of days away from now, whenever I'm recording this at least. And, hopefully they will be able to do something. But I thought I would share along some little tips and tricks I've learned along the way of having migraines, tension headaches, sinus headaches. I have headaches in general, one of the three. And it's like I wake up every single morning with some sort of headache, whether it's a mild, moderate, severe, excruciating, blinding, whatever. So that's what I thought I would talk to you seriously about today. Now, I do have many tips, but most of them you can do several of them at least, you can do while you're at home. Some of them you can even do at the workplace and different places like that too. So what do you say? Let's get started. Okay. Now, the very first tip, if you notice, my lighting isn't as prominent as it usually is. It's a little darker in here. And actually I'm I'm tempted to make it even darker than what it is. But, that is one tip, is don't have so many lights on. If you can dim the lights, if you can turn them completely off, do it. Now, yeah, taking a medication before you do that can help. But sometimes you can't turn the lights off. Or another thing is turn as much sound off as you can. You just heard my air conditioner kick on. You can't always do that. So what are some other things you can do? Take a shower. Now, my hair is wet right now because I do recommend taking a good shower, even if you don't wash your hair, like you have your hair thrown up in a bun or whatever on top of your head using a shower cap. The key areas that I focus on is I have tension, so it's like down the sides of my neck. I tend to like to focus the sprayer right in that area, right below the ears to the shoulder blades, and really let it focus right there. Now, mine isn't detachable, so I aim it right in that area. And plus, it's more relaxing if I don't have to sit there and hold a sprayer anyway. Just my preference, But, yeah, if I had a detachable one, I think that would be awesome, too, for the back pain I have and whatnot. But, that is a great option. Now, if you can wash your hair, that's wonderful, because washing your hair can make all the difference and help relieve as much tension as possible. Now, say you can't wash your hair, or you just don't want to mess with fixing it again, like you got it straightened or whatever. That is okay too. You don't have to actually shampoo, wet, and all that stuff your hair, because you can. My hair, I'm going to pull it down out of the ponytail. And that is another option, is take your hair down. If you wear it up all the time, that can be a contributing factor to your headaches. Take your hair down. Okay? And then just take your hands, like I'm doing here, take your hands and run it through your hair. Just separating it out. And then what I tend to do is I do like claw type motions, like this here. Like you're doing a massage on someone's back. Do that to your head. And just start I tend to start more at the top, and then I work my way back. And then here's the next thing, and that is give yourself a little massage. You can do it on your shoulders, wherever you feel the tension. Now for me, I have a lot of tension, like I said, in like right below my ear down to my shoulders. So I'll put my hands, I do it with both hands typically, and I'll either use my thumb and get it right under the base of the skull and do a little massage thing there. Now I can also do it with my knuckle, but I feel like I can get better pressure with my thumb. And I'll do that on both sides and just lean into it. I learned this because I used to massage my grandmother's headaches and whatnot. Now you can go even further in. Like I've gone to both sides of the spine, you know, like where the spine connects with the skull. Another place you can massage is your temples. Now I will go like this and I'll lift up. And I mean, hey, instant eye lift. I couldn't resist doing that. But I will do that and, you know, rub in circular motions forward, and then sometimes I'll even switch and go backwards. And I'm using 2 fingers typically to do this. I'll use my ring in my middle, or I'll even just use my pointer finger and do that. I mean, you can really dig them in there until, you know, you don't want to, you're not going to like squeeze your skull in 2 or anything, of course, but, you know, something like that, it can help. Now then, you know, if you have someone that will give you a foot massage, awesome. If you don't, you can give yourself a foot massage. Just get your foot up there and, you know, really start massaging. Especially, a long time ago I learned that the tip of your big toe is like your brain. So I will actually sit there and massage the tip of my big toe sometimes. And another thing I will do, now this is only good for temporary relief for me. There's a little area of skin and everything right here between your thumb and your pointer finger. I'll get my pointer finger on the outside of it and my thumb near the palm, and then I just squeeze as tight as I can, as hard as I can. And I guess it's because I'm taking focus off my head that it does relieve that. Now, I will go back and forth a little bit, kind of massaging it while I still have that much pressure on there. You know, and really just massage it. And then I'll release it. Now, sometimes the headache comes back within a few minutes, but sometimes it doesn't. With all these tips so far, the headache can come back in a few minutes. It can come back 30 seconds later. But hey, that, especially if you're dealing with a tension headache, that's normal for me. Now, another thing I tend to like is using some kind of cooling product, whether it's a cooling face scrub while I'm in the shower, whether it is a cooling eye drop. Yes, that does work. A good cooling eye drop like the Clear Eyes Cooling Comfort drops, I love those. I absolutely love them. They really do a good job at cooling my eyes, and it seems to give a little bit of relief to my headache. And it's non-prescription. But unfortunately, I'm out of my eye drops. So, but that is something I do. Caffeine, that's another big thing that's not really all that natural, and neither is the, like, cooling eye drops. But still, caffeine is a huge thing for me. If I don't have some form of caffeine, forget it. My headache most likely will not go away. Chocolate doesn't help me. It might you, but it doesn't me. Steering clear of certain products like onions, different foods may trigger your headaches, and that's one area that you gotta learn. Well, is my headache always coming on whenever I eat this, or whenever I drink this, or whenever I have this, or whenever I'm out here, or whenever I'm doing this? Well, that's a good indicator of a stressor or a cause for your headache. So stop it. You know, now mine is tension. I have tension. There's no getting away from the tension. That's okay. I'm learning to deal with it. That's another tip. Learn to deal with tension. Whether it is doing relaxation exercises, which I do those at night. I can't just let myself sleep all the time. even though, trust me, that doesn't even help headaches all the time. Because sometimes this moves into our next tip. Get up and move. Don't just lay there and think, oh, it'll go away eventually. Oh, I'll get better. No. Sometimes action causes the headache to go away. You know, I've learned that by talking to Gail. I've learned that by trial and error. So, action. Take action. Even distraction can be your action. Whether it's watching a show, whether it's talking to a best friend, like I talked to Gail. You know, that can really make a difference in whether that headache stays or goes. Because if your headaches can be out of pure boredom, or loneliness, or depression. So reach out. Talk to somebody. You know, me, I'll reach out to Gail. We have our morning talks usually, and we'll have coffee together a lot of times, and, you know, that really does help my head. So, make sure you're staying in touch with people. If you want me to do a video about depression and my experience with it, let me know in the comments down below, because I could do that as well. Yeah, I still struggle with it, but oh well. The main other thing that, yes, it's technically a medication type thing, but, and I do not recommend using this on your face. Trust me, I have done it. Don't do it. But some kind of muscle rub, like especially for a tension headache, putting it on the back of your shoulders. I'll even do it like down the side of my neck, like under my ear. But do not put it like on your temples, because a muscle rub, especially like the Icy Hot Cooling Comfort, well, that's not Cooling Comfort, but the Icy Hot one that you can roll on, or, you know, that's the one I have. Don't do that, because it will cause issues, at least it does with my eyes. Now, some of these tips may work for you, some of them may not. And the number one tip I do have is the Gatorade. You know, because like Gail reiterated to me today, staying hydrated is important. And the Gatorade, it adds different things to your body that you could be missing. So that's one thing I plan on talking to the doctor about. But the Gatorade, it does replenish things that might otherwise be missing in your body. So that's why I like Gatorade. And it's cheap. Being majorly on a budget, I have to go as cheap as possible. The biggest bang for my buck, whether it's makeup, whether it's healthcare, skincare, whatever, I go biggest bang for my buck. So stay hydrated, drink Gatorade, and the final tip I have, and I admit I struggle with this. Guilty. Get enough rest. If you're not getting enough rest, you're more likely to have even more headaches. Now me, I don't get enough rest. I'm lucky to get 4 to 6 hours a night, you know, but that's okay. That's okay. But that is a huge thing, is get plenty of sleep. Whether you have to juggle things around to where you can, or whatever. Now me, there's not a whole lot of juggling I can do. So, but get some rest. So, let me know in the comments down below some of your tips, and if you've tried any of these, and if they've worked for you, because I would love to hear from you, and I would love to get to know some of you. So please, come on and join me in the Blind Beauty Support Facebook group. I'll leave all my links down below to the Facebook group, as well as to my Facebook Blind Beauty page, my Blind Beauty Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Because I do try to post regularly now on Instagram, and I'm trying to post more on Facebook and whatnot. And I do hope you subscribe, and also hit that thumbs up and the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload. Because YouTube is being stupid. and not showing everybody my videos. And even if you do hit that notification bell, sometimes the videos still might not show if I pre-record and schedule and all that stuff. I've noticed that through the help of Gail, that if I schedule things, they still might not show up. So make sure once in a while you come by and check it out. You know, because who knows what has been posted that you might not have seen. So thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.